Let's talk about one of the most inarguable disproofs of theism, bigger even than the problem of evil.
And what is that?
The problem of the unevangelized.
So, what does it mean to be unevangelized?
It means that because of the time or place where you lived, you die without ever even hearing of a particular religious doctrine, while this doctrine itself preaches punishment for those who fail to follow its rules, even if that very failure comes from never having heard anything of them. And so, it is said in certain circles of faith, that even everyone who died before some particular revelation now faces eternal punishment for not accepting the dictates of that revelation.
I see. Or, that everyone who lived or now lives in a remote part of the world and has not been reached by word of this revelation is similarly condemned.
The most distressing proposal made by theistic religions is that even little children who die before they are old enough to grasp the tenets of that faith are also condemned to eternal punishment. So, it falls upon all of these innocent people to be eternally condemned for no failure of their own, but because they simply had never been told of the rules they were supposedly required by some deity to follow. The problem of the unevangelized arises even where people have heard of the religion at issue, or errantly believe they are following its rules.
How is that?
People frequently have been misled about what are the rules dictated by their faith, because of a corruption or mistranslation, or a change in the meaning of words, or because they have only heard the rules as they are applied within a splinter group within the faith.
Ah, and if that splinter group becomes the majority through accident of history, deviousness of its leaders, or just better public relations, virtually all adherents of that faith will be brought up to believe the wrong thing.
But they will be blameless in having that belief, for it will be as they were taught by their own religious leaders, their parents, and everyone else around them in their faith. And yet, it is supposed that all of these people have been knowingly created by their Creator for the sole purpose of being punished eternally for never having been told what to do. Pandeism offers no problem of the unevangelized. It offers no condemnation for those who have not heard of it, or even those who misunderstand it and unwittingly spread this misunderstanding about. Every one of us simply has our own actions reflected back upon us, so if we are good, we experience that good, and if we are hurtful, we experience that hurt. And so, as logic and even basic fairness would require, no one is punished merely for not having heard of the doctrine,